Tracy here with BibleJournalingMinistries.com, and today I'm going to show you the difference between maybe higher end gouache and lower end gouache. So I thought we would do a little test together so you can see how they all kind of react and how they all work and feel and all that. So I thought we would just have some fun with that. If you're not familiar with gouache, gouache is a watercolor. It is an opaque watercolor and it works just like watercolor. However, because of the opaqueness, it really does feel like acrylics. So, but it's not acrylics because it's not permanent. So that's pretty much what gouache is. And the samples that I'm going to be using for you today are going to be the Artist Loft's Purple Violet from the Everyday Value section at Michael's. I think this whole set was $5. And I think you're going to be surprised with that set. I am using the Reeves set as well. I believe this entire set runs about $10.99 at Michael's, and I am using the violet color out of that one. I am using a Winsor & Newton Designer's Gouache, and this one tube cost $10.49. And the Arteza, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, Arteza, I think that's what it is. This is the violet, and it comes in the set of 60. So this set of 60 is $49.99, but there was a $10 off coupon on Amazon making it $40 for 60 gouache colors, which I think is really also very reasonable. And it makes it really, I think, a good value. So what I thought we would do is just kind of work through them together, and I can show you how they react differently. So let's start with the Winsor Newton, and the first thing I'm going to do is just put it down on my palette. There's a little bit of there on the palette. The Winsor Newton's right there, and then we'll just go against, this is the Artist Loft brand, the $5 brand, and then we have the Reeves brand. In terms of light fastness and all that, I don't have that information. Let's see, it is on this one, light fastness. Let's see, permanence a B, which is pretty good, series 1. So that one is pretty good. The Artist Loft, the Arteza has a +3 is what they call theirs, versus they go from +2 I think to +3. And the Reeves and Artist Loft don't even share what theirs are. So if you are going to be using these in paintings that are going to be out in the sun, you might want to go with an upgrade so that you know that it is UV protected. But this is the Winsor Newton color, and I'm just going to lay it down straight out of the box, basically, straight out of the bottle, and just make a little square out of that. I'm going to grab another round brush and pull up the Artist Loft so you can see that one. I can definitely tell that with the Artist Loft, it's a little bit, it pulls. So, well, maybe pulls isn't the right word, but it kind of drags behind. It feels like it's a little stickier than the than the Winsor & Newton. And this one's the Reeves. There's no water being added to this because I just want to show you what it looks like straight on the watercolor paper. Let me grab one more brush here. And this is the Arteza. I'm using different brushes so that you can see, so that there's no contamination between them all. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some water to each of them. a little bit too much with that one. And I'm going to mix it up and apply it to my watercolor paper. And I think I'll just do strokes down. And I will also do the same thing with the Reeves. The Reeves has actually a really pinky hue to it when mixed with water. You can actually see it on the edge of the paint when you mix it with water. It just, there's a little pink hue. And this is the Artist Loft brand. Gouache is really fun because you can actually pull it up as well, so you don't have to worry about, I mean, there will always be some left behind unless you're really awesome at pulling it up, but if you, I mean, once it's dry, but that's kind of the good thing about gouache, is that you can pull it up just like watercolor. So while it's still wet, I'm just going to come in here and pull some of it up for you. So I'll start over here with the Arteza. Grab some of my paper towel and just pull, see how that comes up. And I will pull up some of the Reeves. And then I will pull up some of the Artist Loft. And then I will pull up some of the Winsor & Newton. I'm actually doing it twice to see if I can, how much I can actually pull up of that watercolor. And so I can determine what gets left behind. And then we'll do a quick analysis of it all. I wonder, I talk in my head sometimes, I wonder if I can actually pull up more. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. Okay, so what do we have? So this is the Winsor. This is the Reeves. This is the Artist Loft. And I'm sorry, that's not correct. This is the Reeves. This is the Artist Loft. And this is the Arteza. Now I did want to let you know that none of this product was sent to me. I purchased all of this product, so there's no kickbacks or anything. I just thought this would be useful for you to know, which is why I'm filming the video. So let's see. Okay, so the Winsor & Newton is a very smooth watercolor. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel chalky at all. It feels pretty smooth. The Reeves and the Arteza are more chalky than the Artist Loft. The Artist Loft is a little more smooth. In terms of when we are watercoloring with them, I see more streaks in the Reeves than I do in the Arteza or the Winsor Newton or in the Artist Loft. So the Reeves has more streaks in it. And also when I pulled it up with the watercolor brush, the Reeves left a pink hue behind. The Arteza didn't pull up very good, and the Artist Loft pulled up pretty good. The Winsor Newton pulled up really good too. So the Winsor Newton, you could pull it up almost to white, and the other three you couldn't. Let's see, what do I think? I'm disappointed in the pink hue with this Reeves one. So I guess when I'm thinking about whether or not I would recommend it or not, this package, of all the three of them, probably not this one. Only because when you pull it up, it leaves this pink hue, and nope, that's just ugly. Like, to me, that's just not pretty. So I can't recommend this one. Now, the Artist Loft one for $5, if you're just getting into gouache and you want to see if you actually like it, you know, it works pretty good. I mean, I think it's a pretty decent set to start off with if you're just trying to decide if you like gouache or not. It's more transparent than any of the other brand, but again, if you don't have a huge budget, then start off with the $5 set and see if you like gouache. For those of you who have some money and, you know, additional money, maybe a good crafting budget, I would recommend going with the Arteza brand because it pulls up pretty good. It doesn't leave a pink hue. It goes on. I love the way it goes on. I don't see hardly any streaks in this at all. So between these two, for the budget conscious person, I would recommend the Arteza. But if you have all kinds of money and you have a good crafting budget and maybe you plan on using gouache to sell, then I would go with the higher end because it does truly appear like you get what you pay for with the gouache, and pretty much with all art supplies when it comes to paint. I have also found that when you go higher in terms of the quality and the levels of paint, that you do get a better quality. So if you're the type of person that wants like the best of all quality, then yeah, you can buy the Winsor & Newton gouache or even another more expensive brand, especially if you're going to sell your gouache paintings. They run for about $10.49. Of course, you can use a coupon at Michael's, so that'll bring it down to a little bit under $7 or so. Around, yeah, a little under $7 per tube. So maybe you don't need a lot of colors. I'm not sure. Maybe your budget's really awesome. Then grab this one, or grab one that is more of an artist, you know, more of a higher level acrylic, but gouache. But in terms of the other budget ones, the budget ones, I'm going to say that if you do have the $50 for the Arteza, then buy that, especially if you want all the colors and you don't want to do any of the mixing. If you don't have that kind of budget, I would go with the Artist Loft $5 brand. It works fine, especially for those of us who are just doing them in hobby crafting, like, or hobby painting, like journaling, or even in your Bible. I think it would work just fine. Again, there's no light fast information on this, so I'm not really sure how long it's going to last. There's not a whole lot of detail. I could see if it's in the instructions that come with it. Before I end the video, let's just see. No, it's not there. So, yeah, I'm going to say my recommendation is for those of you who are definitely going to be selling your paintings or want the highest quality, go with the Winsor & Newton. And for those of you who are more budget conscious, then go with either the Arteza or the Artist Loft. Either of those are going to be good for you. And those who are just getting started and wanted to see if they even like gouache, then just start off with the $5 pack if you have access to that. I hope that this review was helpful to you and you could kind of see the differences between them. Again, it's all about budget and purpose. So once you understand those two, you can make a good decision for you. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Also, like and subscribe to our channels. It just really helps us to continue to share this information with other people. I hope you have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.